Hi, and welcome to this week's Read the Bible Story Together session. And we continue our parables from Jesus. And for the next few weeks, we are now in the Gospel of Matthew. We've been in the Gospel of Luke for a few weeks. And this week is the parable of the vineyard. And it is a story of Jesus telling the Pharisees that something is wrong, and of course he uses parables to do these kind of lessons. So from the Spark Story Bible from Spark House Publishing, the parable of the vineyard, and you can follow along in Matthew chapter 21 verses 33 through 46. The Pharisees were a group of people who didn't like what Jesus said and treated Jesus badly. Jesus told the Pharisees a story to help them understand what they were doing was wrong. Jesus said, "A man built a vineyard and planted grapes. He hired workers to care for the grapes. When the grapes were ripe, the men sent his servants one by one to get the grapes. But each time, the workers watched the vineyard hurt the servants. The man tried sending his own son, but they hurt him too." The Pharisees realized that Jesus was talking about them. Every time God sent someone to help them learn more about God, they were mean to that person instead of listening to what that person had to say. Jesus was there to save them, but they weren't even listening. So think of a time that maybe you weren't listening to God, or think of a time where you tried to share the good news of Jesus and God's love, and maybe you weren't treated very well or welcomed. And then remember this week that God is always with us, and we are always called to listen and share that good news.